fried chicken biscuit dripping with sausage gravy.
Big food, big flavors, very bold.
A big old bucket bursting with ribs and chicken.
When a bucket shows up at the table, everybody's jaw drops.
And all kinds of pies.
We've got mud pie, key lime pie, we've got pecan pie.
If you're ready for a whole lot of South in your mouth, then it's time to visit your Southern Kin. Brand new to Assembly Row in Somerville, Southern Kin Cookhouse is bringing Southern style, Southern hospitality.
Welcome home.
And most importantly, some seriously good Southern eats to New England.
Southern Kin Cookhouse is the ultimate Southern restaurant. There's a lot of loud music playing, there's a lot of people having a good time, there's an open kitchen, so there's a lot of buzz and a lot of energy in the room.
The food coming out of that open kitchen is courtesy of executive chef Bill Brodsky, who's created a menu that draws on his time cooking in the South and pays homage to the dishes that bring people together.
What's great about Southern cuisine is that it's all about sharing. It's all about conversation. All the dishes come to the table and there's oohs and ahs, and everyone gets to try everyone else's food. Sometimes when you're dining at a fancy French restaurant, there's not a lot of sharing going on. Here it's encouraged, and in fact, it's a necessity.
And making sure everyone in the restaurant has that comfortable family feeling is a job that General Manager William Johnson takes seriously.
And when someone comes to my house, which we consider this our home, that we're making sure that they're having a pleasant time from start to finish. A lot of times you'll find me at the front door greeting every guest that comes in, and a lot of times you'll see me walking around the room. I take it personally to make sure that every guest has the experience that they're looking for. This is something that we're extremely proud of, and it shows. The guests appreciate what we're doing.
Every meal at Southern Kin should start with an order of fresh-baked buttermilk biscuits with sweet jam and smooth honey butter. And to drink, try a pitcher of house-made lemonade or iced tea, served with fruit-infused ice cubes and delivered in true Southern style.
We have these huge mason jars with little spigots on the bottom. When it comes over to the table, everyone helps themselves, passes them around, and gets the conversation going.
For appetizers, there are golden fried fritters filled with gooey pimento cheese, bayou tacos with braised gator tail, and this take on a Tex-Mex favorite, redneck nachos.
So instead of using tortilla chips, we chose to use fried pork rinds, and we're pairing it with some creamy cheddar grits with some pork butt that's been barbecued and finished with a cider whiskey glaze with a little bit of black bean and corn salsa, some pickled Fresno chilies, and a little bit of scallion garnish.
If that's not enough to get you going, there's the gussied up biscuit with buttermilk fried chicken smothered in sausage sawmill gravy, or the hog and hooch biscuit with pork belly, fried green tomatoes, chow chow relish, and pickled Fresno chilies.
So you've got this fatty, unctuous, beautiful pork belly, then you've got this green tomato chow chow. And chow chow is basically a green tomato jam that's got a little spicy note and some nice acidity to it, so it cuts through that fattiness. Then, of course, you've got this beautiful buttermilk biscuit and some fried green tomatoes to give some crunch.
When it comes to entrees at Southern Kin, you better come hungry. There's a thick-cut breaded pork chop topped with mustard greens and a fried egg. Low country stew loaded with scallops, shrimp, mussels, corn, and andouille sausage. And chicken and waffles that have been known to alter customers' outlook on life.
Everyone I go to the table, I see it on their face. I walk up and I ask them, are they ready to have their life changed by our chicken and waffles?
Our version of chicken and waffles is absolutely insane. Let's start with the waffle. It's beautiful, crispy, and yet it's creamy on the inside because of the addition of cheddar and fresh chives. And then we're serving it with our own fried chicken. One of the things that makes our chicken special is we have a pressure fryer, so it maintains all the moisture on the inside, and on the outside there's all that crackly golden goodness. We then pair it with a Fresno infused maple syrup, and then we're serving it with a side of honey hot sauce. It all comes together like a symphony.
But for the ultimate Southern Kin experience, you need to order their grand bucket.
It's a whole fried chicken, half rack of ribs, some of our farmhouse biscuits, and every time we walk through the room stops and everyone pays attention to this bucket. It hits your table and it's a feast.
It's hard to imagine anyone saves room for dessert here, but you really ought to try because nothing finishes a Southern meal better than a slice of fresh baked pie.
There's nothing more Southern than pie. Pecan pie, key lime pie, buttermilk pie. If you want to indulge it, you need to go with our mud pie. It tastes like you're eating a chocolate fudge brownie. It's a good time.
And best of all, every slice of pie is served with an even bigger slice of Southern comfort.
You see the smiling faces in the room, the staff all in their plaid uniforms, just everyone having a good time. You can generally tell that everyone is happy to be here. We're at home. We're doing what's natural.